Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. Today I wanted to talk about this. Your past does not have to rule your future. So, it's a bit of a message of hope. I'm thinking of a lot of people in this video. A lot of my clients, a lot of people I know. Relax your body. Breathe. So, your past does not have to rule your future. It really doesn't. And a lot of us, and I consider myself blessed, I had some issues with Dad. A little bit of a distant mom, but for the most part, Dad was the challenging one. I'm blessed. I still had a decent childhood. But some of the stories I've heard in doing this and coaching so many people, some of the horrific things that people have been through, you look back and go, holy crap, it's no wonder I'm messed up. Look at all that shit. Whew, I get it. And what I'll tell you is this. No matter what you've been through, your past does not have to rule and predetermine your future. Sure, your past made you who you are. But instead of viewing your past as a way to go, see, I am screwed up and that's why, look at your past and go, wow, I've overcome a lot. I still have some learning to do. I have some self-compassion and care. And I've got to give myself some grace for everything I've been through. And look, maybe you got the lottery, the poor lottery of birth with the family and the surroundings you grew up in. But you've made it through every single bad day you've ever been through. And you're still here. And you can still laugh, you can still smile. And if you're watching these videos, there's a glimmer of hope in your eyes. I was talking to somebody today in the group call. I said, you got to hold on to that glimmer, because that glimmer can begin to grow when you place your attention on it. Because if you let all the bullshit from your past overshadow the glimmer, you're going to lose sight of it. You're going to lose sight of it. And none of this stuff is easy. I wish it were. I wish I could snap my fingers and everybody would get it and be good. But there's a lot of stuff to overcome, a lot of beliefs, a lot of limiting beliefs, a lot of self-image stuff. Maybe I'm not good enough for this or that, or I'm too anxious to get better. I have evidence that says I'm not worthy. Evidence that says my anxiety has been a driving force in my life, and now I've got all these symptoms. And now how can I possibly think that I can overcome all of this? Because you can. Your past does not own you. Your past is how you got here. And none of it, I'll say it again loudly, none of it is your fault. The fact that you're still here and you're still looking and still trying to learn and grow and see if you can change some patterns and thoughts and calm down the fears and start to think differently than you have been, than perhaps you've been programmed to from your upbringing. The fact that you're still here showing up, that's evidence that you've got what it takes to see yourself into a brighter future. There's glimmers there. Don't let your fears of the past put out those glimmers, because the glimmers are there. If you keep your eye on them and you keep taking baby steps towards them, you will eventually get to where you want to be. You'll feel better about yourself mentally, emotionally, and then physically. These symptoms are able to be overcome because once you understand a brain perceiving danger is what causes them, When a brain perceives that you're okay and that you're safe, it can turn off those symptoms. And symptoms can include negative thoughts, emotions, mental health challenges, anxieties, even depression. Not all mental health stuff. There's some stuff that is outside of the scope of what I can do. I think there are some disorders that are challenging. And I'm not claiming that, hey, feeling safe is going to solve everything. But I'll tell you what, for some of the core ones, the anxieties and depressions, teaching your brain that you're actually okay and you're not as messed up as you think you are, that can only help. That can move you in the right direction. It'll keep you taking those baby steps towards those glimmers until they become brighter and brighter. I want people to realize your future's so bright you gotta wear shades, right? Great song. But it's true. It's so true. You don't have to give in to the predictions of your past. You can start to write a new story. You can start to see brighter days for you. And a lot of people are doing that. I see it in the comments all the time. People are starting to say, you know what? I can see it. Other people are getting better. I can too. People are overcoming their symptoms. They're overcoming their fear. They're overcoming their anxiety. Oftentimes, depression is nothing more than deep sadness plus no hope of change. Deep sadness about my symptoms, and I have no hope that it will change. You get onto those glimmers and you hold on to the hope. Depression's not quite as heavy anymore. And so it's not false hope. It's accurate hope. It's the knowledge and belief that we all have the ability to stand up and cheer ourselves on and build ourselves up instead of tearing ourselves down. Because if you've been tearing yourself down and telling yourself how much you suck and how unworthy you are of good things in your life, your brain's going to believe it. So it's really up to you to change the script. Rewrite it. Say, regardless of what I've been through in my past, regardless, I'm worthy. I'm a good person. I deserve good things. Yeah, I've been through a lot, but I'm still holding on to that hope. I'm following those glimmers ahead of me, and I'm not going to let the fear and the beliefs and all of the crap from the past put those glimmers out, because you can and will get better. But as long as you're telling yourself, I'm not worthy, I can't do it, I'm too anxious, the symptoms are too strong, they haven't changed yet, so they'll never change. As long as you're telling yourself those stories, your brain's going to believe it. You got to change the story, folks. Please change the story. You're capable. You're wonderful. I love you. And I know that you can do this. So hang in there. Hang in there. Hold on to that hope, that glimmer. It grows. The more you follow it, the bigger it gets. And so, your past does not have to rule your future. Your life story is being written every day, every moment. And as long as you kind of keep on going, even baby steps towards that glimmer of light and hope and potential for a better future, you're rewriting your story in real time by making different decisions, by choosing not to live your life as if the negative thoughts are true. You don't have to believe them. And look, the negative thoughts are going to happen. That's just your brain replaying thoughts that are on habit. They're comfortable. They're familiar. But you don't have to keep repeating them. And if you hear them, you can go, bullshit, you know what? I've got bigger and better things ahead for me in my life. And I'm going to follow that belief. And every time I hear this story that goes, you're not good enough, you can't do this, I'm going to call bullshit and say, watch me. Yes, I can. So it doesn't matter what you're trying to accomplish. Eliminating mental health challenges, anxieties, depressions, physical symptoms from perceived danger symptoms, pain, TMS. There's always a brighter future if you choose to look towards the glimmers and don't let your fears of the past and the stories of your past rule your future. You're writing the story of your life in real time every day. And if you don't think you have any control over it, you're missing on the fact that you have so much control over it. Yeah, you can't control the symptoms. You can't flip a switch and they turn off. But you can certainly influence them. Clarity, calm, consistently. Show up as unbothered by your symptoms. Show up as unbothered by those repetitive old stories and thoughts. Tell yourself, I don't believe that anymore. I'm choosing a new story. I'm choosing to believe that I can do this. I'm worthy. Give yourself some grace. Know that you've been through a world of crap. But you can get better in every way. And you can create a future that you're going to love. So, go for it. I believe in you. And as always, love you. And we'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care.